Hello, I'm a simple man called Jonathan. Today, I will tell you a story of Stardom about an iconic figure in cinematic history. Let's be frank, I was not expecting such a revenge story to become so famously successful. Angry man tears down a criminal organization for burning his car and murdering his dog. But it did. Such is the franchise of John Wick, which grossed $87 million worldwide despite having a production budget of $30 million tops. And when you think of John Wick, who else comes to mind other than Keanu Reeves, the face of the iconic hitman himself? But is there more to the Asian American actor than meets the eye? Today, we will cover Keanu's on-screen and off-screen personas to understand what makes Keanu famous in Stardom. So grab your pencils for taking notes, cause we're gonna stick this one deep to see what makes it tick. Keanu on screen, the gentle and tragic main protagonist. We all know Keanu's on-screen persona by portrayals of main protagonists of action movies, such as Johnny Utah from Point Break, Jack Taven from Speed, and Neo from The Matrix. So him starring as John Wick is no surprise. But why would they make someone as intense as John Wick be starred by an actor who can melt unbelievably in the presence of a puppy? They could have picked anybody else who fights well in a suit. Turns out there is something special that makes people instantly think John Wick when they see Keanu. His acting brings out the character's deepest traits. We know that the character of John Wick has two sides: the guy who is soft and gentle, who loves his wife a lot, and the man in the black suit, the hitman who is deadly efficient at taking out targets. But sometimes Keanu imbues John with a Keanu-like gentleness that takes you by surprise. This gentleness works well with John, who takes care of the puppy given to him by his wife after her death. Guess they did think the puppy lover thing through. The harmony of gentleness and action protagonist of Keanu's star persona carries on in his other films as well, a good example being the Zen-like chosen one, Neo from The Matrix.
Upgrades.
Anyways, back to John Wick. However, when gangsters burn his car and kill his dog, Keanu's on-screen persona becomes the portrayal of the tragic hero. The first John Wick derives some of its elemental power from the perception of Keanu as someone who's known real sadness, sorrow, and loss. And when he talks, his voice seems to be coming from someplace impossibly deep inside his body, as if John Wick could just kill you with his diaphragm if he really needed to. This tragic circumstance causes the man in the suit to come out with vengeance. He returns to his past job of a hitman that no longer satisfied him, that cannot fill the hole of sadness, sorrow, and loss. Then, as the fights commence, we see a more serious Keanu shine as a one-to-one interactor. He excels at standalone scenes as an action protagonist. He usually has one-to-one interactions with people and less group interactions. In fights, this really makes him a one-man army. True to the unstoppable John Wick, who won't rest until his loved ones are avenged. Keanu off-screen, Keanu being Keanu. Contrary to most celebrities, Keanu is more introverted in nature. Sometimes interviews are an impediment to getting to know him, and his work speaks for himself. This probably explains why he's better at one-to-one interactions in his interviews. The seriousness is consistent with his on-screen persona, but he's more reflective off-screen. He's able to calmly talk and reflect about past experiences, his acting career, and other topics of interest to him. He's also more open off-screen. He does not rush when he interacts with his fans, and that gentleness of his really shows. Keanu is also known for kindness, and shows genuine concern for people around him. Such feats include securing 12 custom Harley-Davidsons for the cast of The Matrix Reloaded, offering his seat to others in the public subway train, helping Octavia Spencer when her car broke down despite not knowing who she was. And at a bar, when an author interviewed him and then said, "I deserve worse," he latched onto it with empathy and tried to help the author change from a negative mindset to one that's more positive. He has the humility to treat people well and help others, even if they are lower status compared to him. He is also known for memes. In the year 2010, Keanu ate a sandwich alone at a beach in Manhattan, resulting in the sad Keanu meme. The meme became popular in portraying Keanu's mood or cultural sensibility, as it played off his star image as a moody Gen X emblem of My Own Public Idaho, or reluctant hero of The Matrix, which further shaped people's perception of his off-screen character. Fans theorize about the Keanuverse and how Keanu's memes connect with his sadder backstory. Eventually, memes of Keanu circulated the internet, and Keanu was crowned with the title, The Internet's Boyfriend.
And now you've been dubbed the Internet's Boyfriend. How do we feel about that?
I've been what?
Keanu off-screen to on-screen. Some similarities between Keanu's on-screen and off-screen personas are the zen-like gentleness, seriousness, one-on-one interactor, and sad tragic hero traits. These, combined with his internet presence, results in some interesting meme portrayals of him on screen. One example is Keanu's cameo in Always Be My Maybe, which resulted in the meme Keanu walking in slow motion. Aspect of his gentle zen self carry over, but he's doing the impression of a self-important, rich celebrity actor, contradicting his introverted and humble nature. Some would even describe him to be eccentric and a belligerent blowhard, which kind of works out as an internationally iconic Asian American antagonist as Marcus's worst nightmare in the film. But then again, his kindness is still there, as he did help with the song I Punched Keanu Reeves at the ending, contributing to his co-workers and audience impression of his kindness.
Best believe I punched Keanu Reeves and it was better than any scene you could see in Speed.
Another example is Keanu's cameo in SpongeBob, Sponge on the Run, where he appears as Sage, the wise tumbleweed. This cleverly exploits Reeves' personas, combined with his meme-tastic internet presence. It uses the Gen X soundtrack and Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue. In conclusion, Keanu's on-screen persona is a solo main action protagonist, who is serious yet gentle, who understands true loss, pain, sadness, and sorrow, while his off-screen persona is more introverted, yet open, kind, gentle, and humble. Some traits of his off-screen persona, like his gentleness and one-on-one interactor, are related to his on-screen persona. But either way, we can learn some virtues from Keanu, such as his gentleness, kindness, and humility. As we look up to the stars that shine bright in the sky, we can see for certain that Keanu Reeves is famous in Stardom. Thanks for watching.